Hi kids, it's Miss Flack. I want to show you how you can make citations. So citations are basically giving credit to where you got your information. So I'm going to show you a quick overview of three different citation makers. If you have a citation maker that you like, you can use that. These are just some that I think are easy to use. I put choices down because sometimes the district blocks these for whatever reason. Sometimes they become super full of ads. I wanted you to have some choices. The truth is, EasyBib and Citation Maker are made by the same company. They're almost exactly the same. And CiteFast is a little bit different. So this is just a quick overview of how to make the citation and each one. So I'm going to use EasyBib to start with. So I'm just going to open this up. These are links, so you can just use them that way right on the page. And this is what it looks like. Now, EasyBib, and I'm going to show you Citation Maker, so you can see they look exactly the same. They are made by the same company. It's called a Chegg. So either one, they're the same. I think this one might be a little bit easier because, and I'm not sure if this is still true for students, but it's still true for teachers that we have it in our bookmarks. We can put it in our bookmarks. You might be able to get it if you go to the Google Chrome store, and then you just have to click it right here and it'll make the citation for you. But I'm going to show you how you can do it. So I have a website here. I'm just using it to practice. It doesn't mean anything. You can ignore what it's about. It's a anti-smoking one. I'm going to cite this. So the first thing, and you would already have these saved from doing your research. So I'm going to take this website. I'm going to just Control C to copy it. I'm going to go over to EasyBib. I'm going to click on website. And actually, Citation Maker is a little bit less crowded with ads, but they'll both work. If it was a book, it's a little different. I have a feeling most of you will use a website, so that's why I'm going to show you the website. So I Control V, I add it, and then it's going to search for the article, okay? Now, it might not be able to find much about this article. It might be able to find a lot. So right here, this is the article. I just click on Cite. Cite, C-I-T-E, means list your credit for where you got the information. SITE means like a website, so be careful not to confuse them. So I am going to cite the article, and I'm just going to continue. And it's going to need a little bit from me. So it's given me a lot of stuff, but I need a couple things, like who's the author? So I got to go over to my thing. I got to see if I can find an author. So this is not really an author. The first name, she reviewed it. The author's name is Jamie Smith. It was written by, so be careful with those. Okay, so I'm going to put in Jamie. Oops, make sure I get the right spelling. Okay, Jamie. Last name is Smith. The reason it's important to use this kind of citation maker is they have to look a certain way. Okay, and by the way, we're doing MLA. When you're doing something like a persuasive project, you're going to use MLA. If you were using it for science or math, you would use something called APA. And this one doesn't really give you a choice. I'll show you the other one in a minute. Okay, and then it has the URL. It wants me to tell it when it was published. It was updated, so I'm going to say that's when it was published, January 13th, 2021. That makes it pretty, so the 21st day, the month is January, and the year is 2021. Makes it pretty new. That's always good to have kind of newish information. Then I click on complete the citation, and I have to just ignore all the ads. And yes, I want MLA. So they do give you some choices down here. It doesn't matter if it's MLA 7, MLA 8, or MLA 9. It doesn't mean, it does not mean the grade. It means the version, okay? And then I'm going to copy the citation. Now you should already have a slide open, but I'm going to open one real quick. It could be a slide. You could do it in Canva. I don't care as long as you get it into your video segment when you finish. So I'm just going to paste it here for now. So I got my citation. It's pasted. It's in the correct format. One thing is interesting that it doesn't do any indents, but that's okay. And so you're going to need at least 3 of those because you're going to have at least 3 sites. I'm going to do the same one, but I'm going to go on here to, right here. I'm going to go to CiteFast. It's a little bit different, okay? So I'm going to open up CiteFast. I think this used to be what we called BibMe was another one. And like I said, they change all the time, and especially if we're trying to use it for free. So I wanted to give you some options in case you get blocked. So right here, I'm going to paste the URL just like I did before. Oops, that's not what I want. Let me get rid of that. Let me go back and copy the URL. Control C, Control V. Okay. It is a web page. I'm going to search for it. It should be able to find it. And here it is. And we already know that it was published on the 21st of January, 2021. Okay. That's the title. It's got all the information for me, and I just have to save it. Okay. The other thing I can do is right here, I click copy and paste. And I go back to my credits page that I'm going to format and make it look pretty later. And I paste it. So they don't look the same. This is actually the way it should look with the hanging. It's called a hanging indent. But I'm not too worried about that as long as you give it credit. Okay. And actually, this is not what I wanted. Sorry, my mistake. This is the URL. Let me go back in there. Which one did I? Oh, right here. Sorry, I have too many tabs. Okay. Export to Word, or I can copy and paste it here. This is what I'm going to do is copy and paste it here just because it's quicker. You don't need to go crazy with it. This is just for me to know that you actually found your information on a credible website. Okay. So it should look almost the same. At some point, I might show you how to do the hanging indent, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried that you get this done. So you can choose any of these or one that you like and make sure that you have a page set up to put your information before you start. Good luck.